Greeting and salutations. My name is Nikki. Welcome to my channel where I am starting a Etsy shop in 90 days from scratch. And so far, what I've been working on is listings. Now, I did not anticipate the listings to be so difficult to get ready to put together. Not only do you have to remember what it is you've done and get good pictures of it, but then you have to describe it to someone else and think about keywords and just not screw the whole process up. And I feel like keywords are just much harder than they ought to be. Not to come up with, but to enter on the Etsy site. You have to enter a keyword and then hit add, and enter a keyword and then hit add, and enter a keyword and then hit add 13 times. Like, why is it not easier? Like, you could make this harder. No, I'm sorry, don't let me tempt fate like that. Then it will become harder. So since I'm working on listings, I have 4 mini zines to get up. I have 2 half-page zines. And last night I was working on a zine about a full-page zine. And I really like the way that's going. But I also have an idea for one today. Anyway, I thought it would be harder to get to 4 mini zines and a half-page zine than it was. Although I tell you what, that half-page zine gave me issues. I was all in a tizzy about it, and then something happened and the words just poured from my hands and my pen and my notebook and my ink and all of the things. I've been putting a lot of zines, to the 2 half-page zines I actually made in a notebook. So I have them, let's see here. I have the pages in the notebook and I just scan them. This is the most recent one that I finished, and then the one that I was working on last night, it's a full page zine, and so it's on individual pages in my living room right now, and I am not in my living room. See? Nice back page. I really like how when this scans and then prints, the coils match up. So I'm super excited about how that looks when it's produced. I'm trying to decide if I cut it down so it's exactly the page size, except I've tried that before and I've lost pages, which means I need to cut them individually, and I'm not sure the process requires that, if you know what I mean. What else is going on with the Etsy shop? So I have my email, I have my Linktree, I have my Etsy shop, I have a header and an icon, or like a logo. I have 3 draft listings, 2 of which are mostly completed, 1 of which is partial. I was working on that last night before I enjoyed a little adult substances to relax. When that started to hit, I stopped. Just don't want to be screwing anything up. And the stinky part is you can't do it from your phone. You have to do it from a computer. I didn't bring my computer today to do laundry. I'm actually not doing laundry right now because my child is at an onboarding event and I am waiting for them to call and say they've finished. I really hope it goes well. I really hope it goes well. So My plans for the zine are get these 4 half-page zines or 4 mini zines and 2 half-page zines, get them up and for sale. Once they're for sale, I hope to be able to add another zine every couple of days. And I am actually going to try to record the process of me, like record bits and pieces of me making zines so that I can include some videos on stuff. But there's just all of these things to think about, and I don't have them all organized. I'm trying to hold them all in my head. And holding things in your head is fine when you have the capacity for it, which I do right now, but a checklist would be great. So maybe what I'll do is I'll make a listing checklist. So I used to have and this is actually an amazing idea that I just had. I think I'm going to make a listing checklist, because I used to have a writing checklist before I published books, what I needed to do. I needed to, nuke all the formatting from my book. I needed to go back through and add in the italics a certain way and use styles to make the characters behave the way I wanted them to. And then I need to add bookmarks for the chapters, and then I needed to upload it in a certain program, and I had it all listed down so I could just take that piece of paper and double check it. I think what I might do is go through and write down all of the elements of a new listing and what questions I'm going to be asked, so I can kind of think ahead of those, like how many pages they're going to be, what is the dimensions of it, what's the weight, what's shipping going to be like, what's the pricing going to be like, so that I have it, and then I can keep it with the master copy of the zine. And the next time I'm ready to, whether it's reissue it because I've sold all the inventory, or whether it's just for archival purposes, I will have both the original zine to make copies of and the checklist to help me with the listing on Etsy. That is 1,000% what I'm going to do today. Tomorrow I'm paying bills. So that's that. I feel very pleased with myself. I feel like I've gotten something accomplished, even though I can't do the thing I said that I decided on until I get home, because I can't do anything on my phone on Etsy besides shop. I could use my mom's computer. I have an option to work on this today. At any rate, that's about all I have right now. I feel like I'm in a good position for still being within the first 30 days. I think if the first 30 days ends up being prep work only, that's okay. Because then I start the shop. I have about 5 or 6 things for sale. Oh, I also need to prepare things for digital. I have to prep things for digital because I'd like to sell digital copies of them too, but maybe that can be like a second run kind of thing. Yeah. Because print, bundles, digital downloads, whether it's formatted for printing or formatted for reading, print, bundles, digital. I would like to branch out into stickers. I actually created like a word they're called scatterlings, and they are basically small moments of collection, and it's usually a collection of words or sketch art. And I'm not a drawer, so let's just say that they're doodles. Doodles are about as close to drawing as I get. So I have a really cool like logo for Scatterlings, and I also have the logo for the shop, and I would like to buy stickers and sell them. Because I love stickers, And if somebody finds the zines and loves them, I can see potentially people wanting to buy them. But my issue right now is 100 stickers for $70 or $50. Makes it reasonable. It's just a lot to plunk down. So maybe when my shop makes its first $50, I'll do that. But I am going to get some designs ready, and yeah, that's going to be a thing at some point. A couple stickers. I don't need patches. Although patches could be fun. I don't know. I could put patches on my purse. At any rate, I'm good to go. I hope you are having a fantastic day. If you're not having a fantastic day, I hope you're having a good day. If you're not having a good day, I hope tomorrow is better. I will see you next time.